It is 5:51. Let's look at the Schumann and see what the energy is. And let me know in the comments how you're doing and how you're feeling. Here is the Kumiana strips. Today is up here. This one is yesterday. And we did have this noticeable uptick fluctuation in energy, more so than the rest of the week, which is the most energy we've had since the eclipse ended in September. Moving to the Russian graph, this was yesterday. We were in this whiteout energy most of the day, and you can see at a certain point here, it did really intensify, and at one point it even came down almost to 40 hertz here. Then we had a break. Thank goodness that happened in the evening, and then around 1 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time, we began to filter in the next wave. Which brings me to the spirit message. Rough roads make the greatest stories. Everyone loves a comeback. Slow and steady around the S-turns. Now zooming in, this does look like a gritty, rough terrain pathway. And this is working in 8 hertz is this line here. So it is coming down into about 12 hertz. And then it's working up here in really low frequencies. That top line is 0 hertz. This just reminds us that rough roads are often the path to transformation. They are a pathway or a passage. This is growth through resistance. It's kind of like in shamanism, we have the archetype of the snake. Sometimes the snake has to eat us and we have to work through the snake to get to the other end. But while we're on that journey, it's very restrictive, it's very tight and uncomfortable, and makes us shed our skin, so to speak, so that when we emerge from the passageway, we are renewed, we are transformed. We have only brought with us what we need. This is kind of that same energy. It can feel restrictive, it can feel tight, but this is not a punishment, this is a gift. Despite how it feels, the pathway isn't always going to be clear and effortless and just wide open for us. All of this friction polishes your soul, refining your resilience and your strength and determination to keep moving forward. Now all this texture up here can also symbolize the earth beneath us, acting as a visual reminder to stay grounded and to find grace in the flow, no matter how turbulent things may feel, urging us to move with mindfulness. Now this is amplified because of the full moon we have today. If you want to read more about the full moon, go to my Substack or Patreon. There is a deep dive there to tell you about this moon. Mindfulness isn't the absence of movement. It's rather it's moving when the time is right. Slowing down, looking around you, observing your surroundings, and moving with intention. Saving your energy and all of the tools that you have to strike when the time is right. You're not just wasting and expelling your energy mindlessly. So this energy teaches us it's very important to walk with intention. Smooth paths create depth, but grainy paths like this offer lessons and stories that make up who you are. And it lives in authenticity. Now, to really utilize this energy and the energy of the full moon, it is important to loosen your grip. Trust that you will remain balanced. And trust, even if you are a little off balance, one side is tilted a little heavier the other way, that you are capable and able to regain balance. Presence anchors you. So living in the present. Being mindful. If you are feeling the weight of everything, allowing yourself just to sit, to be, and exist, and feel through everything. Letting things flow naturally I'll tell you, on Sunday, not Sunday, yesterday was Sunday, Saturday, that's all I did. It was a really difficult day Saturday. The energy was just unbelievably heavy, so I sat out back and I just sat in the sun. I listened to the birds, I watched the birds fly around, didn't have my phone, my husband was doing something else, and I just sat in my presence and let things unfold and unravel themselves naturally. And I felt a lot better afterwards. The power of presence is your anchor. And regaining your divine feminine, coming back into connection with that part of you. The divine feminine does not control. She flows. There is a little bit of chaos that can arise, especially if you're someone of structure who likes order and that divine masculine energy. But there's also a vulnerability in the divine feminine that the masculine may not understand. So depending how you travel through the world and where you really feel comfortable, what energy you feel comfortable in, this may be a little bit challenging for you. But as long as you're going through and you're feeling things out and working through things in a healthy, positive way, we do not hurt ourselves or others, then you're making steps forward. Even if it doesn't feel like it, even if it feels like it's a setback, the likelihood that you're moving forward without even realizing it is high. I hope you have a wonderful Monday.